are viewing us from. We are much humbled to have you. We are giving thanks to our Yahweh for the far we are. We have started from the book of sheet of Genesis now to the book of Deuteronomy. We have done with the first five books in the journey through the scriptures, cover to cover, page to page. And now we are going to start the book of Joshua to the glory and honor of our Yahweh. My name is Zachariah. You can find us through our YouTube page at Injili ya Milele Yoshua, also at Messianic Navar Show on YouTube. Make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and make sure you watch. Then even if you have a question, you can also ask there, and we'll be much happy to answer you, just like the scripture says. You can also find us on Facebook at Messianic Navar Show, at Victor Kiru, also at Yahweh Sacred Assembly. We see you there, reading and liking. Also follow you, be much humbled, and Yahweh richly bless you. Once again, let me also invite my brother to give a greet you, so that we may start on the book of Joshua, chapter number 1, as for today. Thank you.
Shalom once again, brothers, from all over the world. And again, I'm Hezron Evans, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to Injili ya Milele Yoshua Messiah. And also don't forget to subscribe, and you can tell us where you're watching us from. Today, this is the journey through the scriptures since the day that we began. And now today we are in the book of Joshua, the 6th book of the scriptures. So the Torah is down from Bereshit, Shemot, Waikra, and also as well as the Midbar, and finally Devarim. Today, Yahweh is willing, we are going to be done with the book of Yoshua, at where Yahweh will want us to be. So we take this opportunity to welcome all of you, so that you bear with us until we finish. And may Yahweh do you good, and may also you may tell us that where you're watching us from. And ours is that we invite you to subscribe to our channel, and so that we may have a huge number of people from the whole world, wherever they will hear this message of Yeshua Messiah to the whole world. What you can see is that you are with us, and may Yahweh do you good and bless you, and also continue in the favor of Yahweh. Shalom, peace, and love as we continue, as we begin the book of Joshua. So I'll give it back to my brother, Hezron Evans, through Injili ya Milele Yoshua Messiah. And also you can find us to Messianic Davar, also as well as YouTube. That is Messianic Davar, and Facebook channels. You may find us in Yahweh Sacred Assembly, and also at Victor Kiru, Hezron Evans, and at Happy Zach, and also at Sailor Zach, and may Yahweh bless you and do you good. So back to you, my brother Zachariah.
Thank you. Now in the book of Joshua, Joshua chapter 1, we are going to read. Joshua chapter 1 from verses 1. And it came to be after the death of Moshe, servant of Yahweh, that Yahweh spoke to Joshua, son of Nun, the assistant of Moshe, saying, Moses, my servant is dead. Moshe, my servant is dead. So now arise, pass over this Jordan, you and all these people, the land which I am giving to them, the children of Israel, every place on which the sole of your foot treads, I have given you, and I spoke to Moshe from the wilderness, and this Lebanon, even as far as the great river, the river Pera, all the lands of the Hittites, the great sea towards the going down of the sun is your border. No man is going to stand before you all the days of your life. As I was with Moshe, so I am with you. I will not fail you or forsake you. Be strong and courageous, for you are to let these people inherit the land which I saw to their fathers give them. Only be strong and very courageous, glad to do according to all the Torah which Moshe my servant commanded you. Not turn from it right or left, so that you act wisely wherever you go. Not let this book of the Torah depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate it on day and night, so that you are glad, to do according to all that is written in it. For you shall make your way prosperous and act wisely. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Not be afraid. Be courage. For Yahweh your Elohim is with you wherever you go. Yoshua commanded the officers of the people, saying, pass through the midst of the camp and command the people, saying, prepare food for yourselves, for within 3 days you are passing over this Jordan, going to possess the land which Yahweh your Elohim is giving you to possess. Joshua spoke to the Reubenites and to the Gadites and to the half of the tribe of Manasseh, saying, remember the word which Moshe, servant of Yahweh, commanded you, saying, Yahweh your Elohim is giving you rest, and he shall give this land. Let your wives and your livestock stay in the land which Moshe gave you beyond the Jordan. But you shall pass before your brother armed, all your brave fighters, and shall help them until Yahweh, until Yahweh has given your brothers rest and as unto you. So shall they also take possession of the land which Yahweh your Elohim is giving them. Then you shall return to the land of your possession, and shall possess that which Moshe, the servant of Yahweh, gave beyond the Jordan toward the rising of the sun. They answered Yoshua, saying, all that you have commanded us we do, and wherever you send us we go. According to that, all that we obeyed Moshe, so we obey you. Only let Yahweh your Elohim as he had with Moshe. Whoever rebels against your command and does not obey him, does not on all whoever rebels against your command, does not obey your words in all that you have command him, is put to death. Only be strong and courageous. Joshua son of Nun secretly sent out 2 men from Shittim to spy, saying, go see the land of Jericho. And they went, and they came to the house of a woman, and her name was Rahab. They lay down there. But it was reported to the sovereign of Jericho, saying, see, men from the children of Israel have come here tonight to search out the land. The sovereign of Jericho sent to Rahab, saying, bring out the men who have come to you, who have entered your house, for they have come to search out all the land. The woman had taken the 2 men and hid them. So she said, the men came to me, but I did not know where they were from. Then it came to be, as the gate was being shut, when it was dark, that the men went out. I do not know where the men went. Pursue them quickly, so that you overtake them. But she had brought them up to the roof and hidden them with the stalk of the flour, which she had laid out. The men persuaded them by the way they had the forts, and they shut the gate afterwards as soon as the pursuers had gone out. And before they lay down, she came up and to them on the roof. And she said to the men, I know that Yahweh has given you the land, that the fear of Yahweh of you has fallen on us, and that all the inhabitants of the land melt away because of you. For you have heard how Yahweh dried up the waters of the seas of reeds for you when you came out of Israel, what you did to the 2 sovereigns of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom you put under the ban. When you had our hearts melted, we had hearts melted, and there was no spirit left in anyone because of you. For Yahweh your Elohim, Elohim Shemaim above and on the earth beneath. And now please swear to me, but Yahweh swear to me by Yahweh, since I have shown you kindness, that you also show kindness to my father's house, shall give me a true token, and shall spare my father and my mother, my brothers and my sisters, all that they have, shall deliver our lives from death. The men said to her, our lives for yours. If you do not expose this matter of ours, then it shall be when Yahweh has given us the land that we shall treat you kindness and truth. So she let them down by a rope through the window and for her house was on the city wall. She dwelt on the wall. And she said to them, go to the mountain, lest the pursuers come upon you. You shall hide there 3 days until the pursuers have returned, and afterwards go on your way. And the men said to her, we are released from this oath of yours, which you have made to us swear, unless when we come into the land, find this line of scarlet cord in the window through which you let us down. Unless you bring your father, your mother, and your brothers, and all your father's household to your own home. It shall be that everyone who goes outside the door of your house into the street, his blood is on his own head. We are not anyone who is with you in the house, his blood is on our head, our hand is laid on him. And if you expose this matter of ours, then we shall be from your oath which you made us swear. And she said, let it be according to your word. And she sent them away, and they went, and she went, and she bound the scarlet cord in the window. So they left and came to the mountain, and stayed there 3 days until the pursuers returned. The pursuers sought them in all the way, but did not find them. The two men returned and came down from the mountain, passed over. They came to Yoshua, son of Nun, related him all that had befallen them. They said to Yoshua, truly Yahweh has given all the land to our hands. Also, all the inhabitants of the land have melted away before us. Joshua rosely, and the inhabitants of the land have melted away before us. Joshua chapter number 3. Joshua rose early in the morning, and they departed from Shittim and came to Yarden. He and all the children of Israel stayed there before they passed over. And it came to be after 3 days that the officers went to the midst of the camp. They commanded the people, saying, you see the ark of the covenant of Yahweh your Elohim, the Kohanim and the Levites bearing it, then you shall depart from your place and follow it. Only keep a distance between you and it, about 2,000 armor by measure. Not come near it, so that you know which way to go. For you have not passed over this way before. Joshua said to the people, wash yourself, for tomorrow Yahweh is doing wonders in your midst. Joshua spoke to the Kohanim, saying, take up the ark of the covenant and pass over before the people. So they took up the ark of the covenant and they went before the people. Yahweh said to Yoshua, this day I began to make you great. May you great before the eyes of the all Israel, that they know that I am with you, and as I was with Moshe. You commanded the Kohanim, bear the ark of the covenant, saying, when you come to the edge of the water of the Yarden, stand in the Yarden. Yeshua said to the children of Israel, come here, hear the word of Yahweh your Elohim. Yeshua said, by this you shall know that the living God is in your midst, and that he is certainly driving out from before you the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Hivites and the Perizzites and the Israelites and the Amorites and the Jebusites. See, the ark of the covenant of the earth of our master, and all the honor of the earth is passing over before you in the Yarden. Now take for yourself 12 men from the tribe of Israel, one man from every tribe. And it shall be as soon as the soles of the feet of the Kohanim who bear the ark of Yahweh, master of all the earth, come to rest in the waters of Yarden, that the waters of the Yarden are cut off, the waters that come down from upstream and stand up as a hill. It came to be when the people departed from the tent of pass over the Yarden, the Kohanim bearing the ark of the covenant before the people. As you rose bearing the ark came to the Yarden, the feet of the Kohanim bearing the ark dipped in the edge of the water. Now the yard overflowed all its bank during all the time of the harvest, and the waters which came down from the upstream stood still and rose in a heap very far away from Adam. And the city that is beside the Serathan, the waters going down, and the waters going down into the sea of Araba, the salt sea, were completely cut off, and the people passed over opposite Jericho. The Kohanim bearing in the ark of the covenant of Yahweh stood firm on dry grounds in the midst, on a firm ground in the midst of Jordan. All Israel passed over on dry ground until all the nations completely passed over the Jordan.
Yoshua chapter number 4, verse number 1. And it came to be when the entire nation had completely passed over the Jordan that Yahweh spoke to Yoshua, saying, Take for yourself 12 men from the people, one man from every tribe, and command them, saying, Take for yourself 12 stones from here, out of the midst of Jordan, from the place where the Kohanim people stood firm, and you shall bring them with you, and leave them in the camp in which you spend the night. And Joshua called the 12 men whom he had appointed from the children of Israel, one man from every tribe. And Joshua said to them, Pass over before the ark of Yahweh your Elohim in the midst of Jordan, and each one of you take up a stone on his shoulder, according to the number of the tribes of Israel. And so that these shall be a sign in your midst, when your children ask in time to come, saying, What do these stones mean to you? And you shall answer them that the waters of the Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of Yahweh, when it passed over the Jordan, and the waters of the Jordan were cut off, and these stones shall be for the remembrance of the children of Israel forever. And the children of Israel did so, as Yoshua commanded, and took up 12 stones from the midst of the Jordan, as Yahweh had spoken to Yoshua, according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel, and took them over with them to their camp, and laid them down there. Joshua also put up 12 stones in the midst of the Jordan, the place where the feet of the Kohanim who bore the ark of the covenant stood, and they are there to this day. And the Kohanim who bore the ark of the covenant in the midst of the Jordan until every matter was finished, that Yahweh had commanded Joshua to speak to the people according to all that Moshe had commanded Joshua. And the people hastened and passed over. And it came to be, when all the people had completely passed over the ark of Yahweh, that the Kohanim passed over in the presence of the people, and the sons of Reuben, the sons of Gad, and half of the tribe of Manasseh passed over, armed before the children of Israel, as Moshe had spoken to them. About 40,000 ones of the army passed over before Yahweh for battle to the desert plains of Jericho. On that day, Yahweh made Joshua great before the eyes of Israel, and they revealed him as they had revealed Moshe all the days of Israel. And Yahweh spoke to Joshua, saying, Command the Kohanim who bear the ark of the witness, and let them come out from the Jordan. And Joshua commanded the Kohanim, saying, Come up from the Jordan. And it came to be, when the Kohanim bore the ark of the covenant of Yahweh, and come from the midst of the Jordan, and the source of the Kohanim still touched the dry land, that the waters of the Jordan returned to their place, and flowed over all its banks as before. And the people came up from Jordan on the 10th day of the first month, and they camped in Gilgal on the eastern border of Jericho. And those 12 stones which they took out of the Jordan, Joshua put up in Gilgal. And he said to the children of Israel, saying, When your children ask your fathers in time to come, saying, What are these stones? Then you shall let your children know, saying, Israel passed over this Jordan on a dry land. For Yahweh, your Elohim dried up the waters of the Jordan before you, until you had passed over, as Yahweh your Elohim did to the sea of reed, which he dried up before us until we had passed over. So all the peoples of the earth shall know that the hand of Yahweh, that it is strong, so that you shall revere Yahweh your Elohim forever. Yoshua chapter number 5, verse number 1. And it came to be when of the sovereigns of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan westward, and all the sovereigns of the Canaanites who were by the sea, heard that Yahweh had dried up the waters of the Jordan from before the children of Israel, until we had passed over, and all the year had melted, and there was no spirit in them any longer because of the children of Israel. At that time Yahweh said to Yoshua, make knives of flint for yourself, and circumcise the son of Israel again the second time. So Joshua made knives of flint of himself, and circumcised the sons of Israel at the hill of foreskins, and this is why Joshua circumcised them. And all the people who came out from Israel, who were males, and all the men of the battle, had died in the wilderness on the way after they had come out of Israel. All the people who came out of the have been circumcised. But all the people who were born in the wilderness of the way, as they came out of Israel, had not been circumcised. So the children of Israel walked 40 years into the wilderness, till all the nation, the men of the battle who came out of Israel, were consumed because they did not obey the voice of Yahweh, to whom Yahweh sought not to show them the land of which Yahweh had sworn to their fathers that he will give us a land flowing with milk and honey. And Joshua circumcised their sons, whom he raised up in their place, for they were uncircumcised, because they had not been circumcised on the way. And it came to be, when they had completed circumcising all the nations, that they stayed in their places in the camp till they were healed. And Yahweh said to Joshua, today I have rolled away the reproach of Israel from you, so that the name of the place of the is called Gilgal to this day. The children of Israel come to in Gilgal and performed the Pesach on the 14th day, on the month at the evening, on the desert plains of Jericho. And they ate of the stored grain of the land on the morrow after the Pesach unleavened bread and roasted grain on this same day. And the manna ceased on the day after they had eaten the stored grain of the land. The children of Israel no longer had manna, but they ate the food of the land of Canaan that year. And it came to be, when Yoshua was by Jericho, that he lifted his eyes and saw a man standing opposite him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Yoshua went to him and said to him, are you for us or for our adversaries? And he said, no, for I have now come as a captain of the host of Yahweh. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did obeisance, and said to him, what is Adoni? Saying to his servant. And the captain of the host of Yahweh said to Joshua, take your sandal off your foot, for the place where you stand is Kadosh. And Joshua did so. Joshua chapter number 6. And Jericho was shut up tight because of the presence of the sons of Israel, none going out and none coming in. And Yahweh said to Joshua, see, I have given Jericho and its sovereign mighty brave men into your hand. And you shall go around the city, all the men of the battle going around the city once. Do this for 6 days, and let the seven Kohanim bear the 7 rams horns before the ark, and on the 7th day go around the city 7 times while the Kohanim blow their horns. And it shall be, when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when you hear the sound of the horn, that all the people shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall go up, every man stage before him. And Joshua son of Nun called the Kohanim and said to them, take up the ark of the covenant, and let the 7 Kohanim bear the 7 rams of horns before the ark of Yahweh. And he said to the people, pass over and go around the city, and let him who is armed pass over before the ark of Yahweh. And it came to be, when Joshua had spoken to the people, that the 7 Kohanim bearing the 7 ransoms before Yahweh passed over and blew the horns, and the ark of the covenant of Yahweh went after them. And the armed men went before the Kohanim who blew the horns, and the rear guard came after the ark, going on and blowing the horns. But Joshua had commanded the people, saying, do not shout or cause your voice to be heard, nor let any word come out of your mouth, until the day I say to you, shout, then you shall shout. And the ark of Yahweh went around the city, going around once, And they came into the camp and stayed in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the Kohanim took up the ark of Yahweh, and 7 Kohanim bearing the 7 cups and horns before the ark of Yahweh were walking, going on, and they blew the horns, and the armed men went before them, but the rear guard came after the ark of Yahweh, going and blowing the horns. And the second day went around the city once, and returned to the camp. Thus they did 6 days. And it came to be on the 7th day that they rose early in the morning about the blowing of the day, and went around the city 7 times in this way. Only on what day they went around the city 7 times. And it came to be at the 7th time, when the Kohanim blew the horns, that Yoshua said to the people, "Shout, for Yahweh has given you the city, and the city shall be put under the ban, and all, and that is in it belongs to Yahweh. Only Rahab, the whole, who is to live, she and all who are with her in the house, because she hid the messenger that we sent. And you, by all means, guard yourself from that which is under the ban, lest you come under the ban when you take off that which is under the ban, and make the camp of Israel a curse, and shall be troubled. I shall trouble it. But all the silver and gold and vessels of bronze and iron, as kadosh to Yahweh, they go into the treasury of Yahweh." And the people shouted when the lamb's horns were blown, and it came to be when the people heard the sound of the horn, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat. And the people went into the city, every man straight before him, and they captured the city, and they put under the ban all that it was in the city, both man and woman, and young and old, and ox and sheep, and donkey with the edge of the sword. And to the 2 men who had spied out the land of Yoshua said, "Go in the house of the woman, the whore, and from there bring out the woman and all that she has, as you saw to her." And the young men, the spies, went in and brought out Rahab and her father and her mother and her brothers and all that she had. So they brought out all her relatives and put them outside the camp of Israel, and they burned the city and all that was in it fire. Only the silver and gold and the vessels of bronze and of iron they put into the treasury of the house of Yahweh. However, Joshua kept alive Rahab the whole, and her father's household, and all that she had. She dwelt in the midst of Israel to this day, because she hid the messengers whom Joshua sent to spy out Jericho. And Joshua warned them at that time, saying, "Cast is the man before Yahweh who raises up and builds the city of Jericho. He lays its foundation with his firstborn, and with his youngest he puts up its gate." And Yahweh was with Joshua, and the report about him was in all the land.
Joshua chapter number 7. The children of Israel committed a trespass regarding that which is under the ban, for Achan, son of Carmi, son of Zabidi, and son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took of that which is under the ban. This is displeasure of Yahweh and against the children of Israel. Now Joshua sent a man from Jericho at Ai, which is beside Beth Awim, and on the east side of the Bethel, and spoke to them, saying, "Go up and spy out the land." The men went up and spied the out Ai. They returned to Joshua and said to him, "Let not all the people go up, let about 3,000 men go up and smite Ai. Don't make all the people toil up there." The people of Ai are few. And about 3,000 men went up there from the people, but they fled before the men of Ai. The men of Ai smote about 36 men, for they pursued them from before the gates of Spa as Shebarim, and smote them from the descendants. The hearts of the people melted and became like water. Joshua tore his garment, fell on the earth on his face before the ark of Yahweh until evening. Both he and the elders of Israel spied, and they put dust on their heads. Joshua said, "Oh Yahweh, why have you brought these people over the Jordan and to give us this into the land of hand of the Amorites to destroy us. If we only we had been content to stay beyond the Jordan, O Yahweh, what do I say when Israel turns back before its enemies? And the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land here shall surround us, cut off our name from the earth. What then do you for your great name? Thou said to Joshua, rise up, why are you lying on your face? Israel has sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I commanded them. They have even taken some of that which is under the ban, and have both stolen and deceived, also put it among their own goods. The son of Israel shall not be able to stand before their enemies. They are going to turn back their backs before their enemies. They have become accused. I am not with you anymore, unless you destroy that which is under the ban for your midst. Rise up, Kadosh the people, you shall say. Wash yourselves for tomorrow, because thus said Yahweh Elohim of Israel, that which is under the ban is in your midst, O Israel. And if you are able to stand before your enemies until you put away that which is under the ban out of your midst. You shall you shall be brought near in the morning according to your tribes, and it shall be the tribe which Yahweh takes come according to the clans which Yahweh takes comes up by households, and by the households which Yahweh takes comes by men. It shall be that he who is taken with that which is under the ban, burned with fire, and he on all that he has, because he has transgressed the covenant of Yahweh, and because he has committed wickedness in Israel. So Yoshua arose early in the morning, brought Israel by their tribes, and by the tribe of Yehudah was taken, brought the clans of Yehudah, took the clan of Zerite, and he brought the clans of Zerite by men. Zabdi was taken. He brought the household by men, he brought his household by men. Akan, son of Kami, son of Zabdi, son of Zerah, the tribe of Yehudah was taken. Joshua said to Akan, my son, now give a esteem to Yahweh Elohim of Israel, and make confession to him. Please declare to me what you have done, not hide it from me. So Achan answered Joshua and said, truly I have sinned against Yahweh Elohim of Israel. This is what I did. When I saw among the spoil of lovely garments from Shinar, and took her 200 shekels of silver and a wedge of gold weighing 50 shekels. I coveted them and took them, and see, they are hidden in the ground in the midst of my tent, with the silver and it. Joshua sent messengers, they ran to the tent, see them in the tent with the silver and it. They took them from the midst of the tent, brought them to Yoshua, all the children of Israel, led them out before Yahweh. Then Joshua and all the Israelites, Achan son of Zerah, all the silver and the garments and the weight of gold and his sons and his daughters and his oxen and all donkeys and his sheep and his cattle and all that he had, they brought them to the valley of Achor. Joshua said, why have you troubled us? Yahweh troubles you today. Then all Israel stoned him with stones, and they burned them with fire, all after they had stoned them with stones. And they raised over him a great heap of stones, which remains to this day. Then Yahweh turned from the fierceness of his displeasure. Therefore, the name of that place has been called the Valley of Achor this day. And Joshua built an altar. Built an altar. In the book of Joshua, chapter number 8. And Yahweh said to Joshua, not be afraid or be discouraged. Take all the soldiers with you and arise. Go up to Ai. See, I have given into your hand spread of Ai, his people, and his city and his land. So you shall do to Ai, sovereign as you did to Jericho, sovereign. Only its oil and its livestock you take and plunder for yourselves. Lay for yourselves an ambush for the city, and And Joshua and all the soldiers rose up to go up to Ai. Joshua chose 30,000 mighty brave men and sent them away by night. Commanded them, saying, see, you are going to lie in ambush against the city behind the city. Not go very far from the city, and all of you shall be prepared. When I and all the people who are with me approach the city, it shall be when they come out against us as formerly that we shall flee before them. They shall come out after us till we have drawn them from the sea out from the city. As those saying, they are fleeing before us as formerly, we shall flee before them. Then you shall rise from the ambush and seize the city, and Yahweh your Elohim shall give it into your hand. And it shall be when you capture the city, then that you burn the city with fire, do according to the word of Yahweh. See, I have commanded you. Joshua sent them out, and they went out like to lie in ambush, stayed between Bethel and Ai, and on the west side of Ai. And Joshua stayed that night in the midst of Joshua rose up early in the morning, inspected the people, and went up, he and the elder of Israel, before the people to Ai. And all the soldiers who were with him went up and drew near, came before the city, and camped on the north side of Ai, in the valley between them and Ai. Took about 5,000 men and placed them in the ambush between Bethel and Ai, on the west side of the city. So they stationed the people, all the army that was on north the city. It is rear guard on the west of the city. Joshua went that night into the midst of the valley. It came to it, when the sovereign of Ai saw it, that the men of the city hastened, rose up early, and went out against Israel to battle, he and all his people, at an appointed place before the desert day. But he did not know that there was an ambush against him behind the city. Joshua said, all the Israel let themselves be beaten before them, fled by the way of the wilderness. All the people who were in Ai were called together to pursue them. They pursued Joshua and were drawn away from the city. There was not a man left in Ai or Bethel who did not go out after Israel. They left the city open and persuaded Israel. And Yahweh said to Yoshua, stretch out the spear that is in your hand toward Ai, for I gave it into your hand. Joshua stretched out the spear that he had in his hand toward the city, and the ambush rose up quickly from their place, and they ran into the stretching out of their hand and entered the city and took it, and hastened to burn the city with fire. Then the men of Ai looked behind, saw the smoke of the city rising into the Shemaim. There was no power in them to flee this way or that way. The people who had fled the wilderness turned back on the pursuers. For when Yoshua and all Israel saw that the ambush had captured the city, and the smoke of the city went up, then it turned back, smote the men of Ai. The other also came out of the city against them. So they were in the midst of Israel, some of this and some of that side. They smote them till none were left, none had escaped. The supreme of Ai they caught alive and brought him to Yoshua. And it came to be when Israel ended slaying all the inhabitants of Ai in the field, in the wilderness, where they persuaded them, when they all had fallen by the edge of the sword until they were consumed, that all the Israelites returned to Ai and smote it with the edge of the sword. It came to be that all who fell that day, both men and women, were 12,000, all men of Ai. Joshua did not draw back his hand with his, which he had stretched out the spear, until he had put all the inhabitants of Ai under the ban. Only the livestock and the spoil of the city of that city Israel took as booty for themselves, according to the word of Yahweh, which is commanded Joshua. Joshua burned Ai and made it a heap forever, owing to this name. He hung the sovereign of Ai on a tree until evening. And at sunset, Joshua commanded that they take his corpse down from the tree, threw it at the entrance of the gate of the city, and raised over it a heap of stone to this day. And Joshua built an altar to Yahweh Elohim of Israel in Mount Ebal, as Moshe, servant of Yahweh, had commanded the children of Israel, as it is written in the book of the Torah of Moshe, an altar of almond stone, for which no man has created iron, and they offered on each burnt offering to Yahweh, slaughtered peace offering. There, in the presence of the children of Israel, he wrote on the stones a copy of the Torah of Moshe, which he had written. And all Israel and the sojourner and all Israel, the sojourner as well as the native, with their elders and officers and judges, stood on their side of the ark before the Kohanim. Levites who bore the ark of the covenant of Yahweh, half of them were in the front of the garrison, half of them in the front of Mount Ebal, as Moshe, the servant of Yahweh, commanded before. They should barak the people of Israel. Afterward, he read all the words of the Torah, the miracles and the cursings, according to all that is written in the Torah. There was no a word of all that Moshe had commanded which Joshua did not speak for all the assembly of Israel, the women and the little ones, and the sojourners who accompanied. Joshua chapter number 9. It came to be when all the sovereigns who were beyond the Jordan, the hills and in the low country, and in all the coast of the great sea towards Lebanon, the Hittites and the Amorites, the Canaanites and the Philistines, the Jewites and the Jebusites had, he gathered together to fight with Joshua, Israel with one accord. The inhabitants of Gibeon heard what Joshua had done to Jericho and Ai, and they acted slyly, went and pretended to be envoys. They took old sacks on their donkeys and old wineskins torn and mended, old and patched sandals on their feet, old garments on themselves, and all the bread old garment of their provision dry, and it was cracked. They went to Yeshua to the camp at Gilgal, said to him and to the men of the Israel, we have come from a far land, and now make a covenant with us. The men of Israel said to the Hivites, it would be that you dwell in our midst, so how would we make a covenant with you? They said to Joshua, we are your servants. Joshua said to them, who are you? Where do you come from? So they said to him, from a land very far off, your servant have come. Because of the name of Yahweh your Elohim, we have heard the report of him, all about he had did in Israel, and all that he had done to the two sovereigns of Amorites who are beyond the Jordan, to Sihon, sovereign of Heshbon, and of Og, sovereign of Bashan, and who was at Ashtaroth. So our elders and all the inhabitants of our land spoke to us, saying, take food with you for the journey, go to meet them. Say to them, we are your servants, now make a covenant with us. Bread of ours we took hot for our provision, our houses on the day that we left come to you. But now see, it's dry and it is crumbling. These weak wineskins which we fried and we filled were new. See, they are torn. These our garments and our sandals have become old because of our very long journey. The men of Israel took some of their food, and they did not ask the word of Yahweh. Joshua made peace with them and made a covenant with them to let them live. The ruler of the congregation swore to them. It came to be at the end of the 3 days after they had made a covenant with them, that they heard that they were their neighbors who were dwelt near. The children of Israel departed and came to their cities on the third day. Now their cities of Gibeon and Kephirah and Beeroth, and Kiriath Yearim. But the children of Israel did not fight them, because the rulers of the congregation had sworn to them by Yahweh Elohim of Israel, and all the congregation grumbled against them. And all the rulers said to all the congregation, sworn to them by Yahweh Elohim of Israel, we are unable to touch them now. Let us do this to them. We shall keep them alive, lest the wrath upon us because of the oath which we swore to them. The rulers said to them, let them live, and let them be wood cutters, throwers of water for the congregation. As the rulers promised them. Then Yoshua called for them, and he spoke to them, saying, why have you deceived us, saying, we are very far from you, yet you are dwelling in our midst. And now you are cast. You shall not cease from being slaves, wood cutters, throwers of water for the house of my Elohim. And they answered Joshua and said, your servants were clearly told that Yahweh your God commanded his servant Moshe to give you all the land, to destroy all the inhabitants of the land from before you. So we were very much afraid for our lives because of you. They have done it. Now, see, we are in your hands. Do with us as it seems good and right to us. He did so to them and delivered them out of the hand of the children of Israel, and they did not kill them. And that day Joshua made them woodcutters and drawers of water, vision, and for the art of Yahweh, even to this day, at the place that he should choose.
Yoshua chapter number 10, verse number 1. And it came to be when Adoni Seked, sovereign of Jerusalem, heard that Joshua had captured Ai, and put it under the ban, that he had done to Ai its sovereign as he had done to Jericho and its sovereign, and that the inhabitants of Gibeon, he made peace with Israel and were in their midst. And that they feared greatly because Gibeon was a great city, as one of the loyal cities, because it was greater than Ai, and all its men were mighty. And Adoni-Zedek, sovereign of Israel, went to corrupt sovereign of Hebron, and to Bilan, sovereign of Yahud, and Abia, sovereign of Lachish, and Beal, sovereign of Hebron, and said, come back to me, Yahweh, let us mighty God, for it has been peace with Yoshua, and made the children of Israel. So the five sovereigns of Amorites, the sovereigns of Yerushalayim, the sovereign of Hebron, the sovereigns of Yahud, the sovereigns of Kish, the sovereign of Elkon, gathered together in the day, and all the armies camped before Gibeon and fought against it. And the men of Gibeon sent to Joshua and the camp of Gilgal, saying, do not withdraw your hand from your servant. Come up to us quickly and save us and help us for all the sovereigns of the Amorites who dwell in the mountains have assembled against us. And Joshua went up from Gilgal, and he and all the soldiers with him and all the mighty brave men. And Yahweh said to Joshua, do not fear them, for I have given them into your hand. Not one of them stands before you, so that Joshua came upon them suddenly, having gone up all night from Gilgal. And Yahweh threw them into confusion before Israel, and smote them with a great smiting at Gibeon, and pursued smiting at Gibeon, and pursued them along the way that goes to Beit Haron, and smote them as far as the Kar and Makeda. And it came to be as they fled before Israel, and they were on the desert of El Horon, that Yahweh threw down large hailstones from the Asherim on them as far as Azekah. They died. They were more who died from the hailstones than those who the sons of Israel had slain with the sword. Then Joshua spoke to Yahweh in the day when Yahweh gave the Amorites over to the children of Israel. And he said before the eyes of Israel, sun, stand still over Gibeon, and the moon, the valley of Elion. So the sun stood still, and the moon stopped, till the nation afflicted itself upon their enemies. Is this not written in the book of Yasha? Thus the sun stopped in the midst of the Shamaim, and did not hasten to go down for an entire day. And there has been on no day like that day before it or after it that Yahweh listened to the voice of a man, because Yahweh fought for Israel. So Yoshua returned all Israel with him to the camp at Gilgal. Now these five sovereigns fled and hidden themselves in Makeda, and it was reported to Joshua, saying, five sovereigns have been found hidden in the cave at Makeda. And Joshua said, roll large stones against the mouth of the cave, put men by each to guard them. And you do not stand still, but pursue your enemies, and you shall smite them in rear. Do not allow them enter their cities, for Yahweh your Elohim has given them into your hand. And it came to be, when Yoshua and the children of Israel had ended smiting them with a very great smite till they had finished, but those who escaped went into walled cities, that all the people returned to the camp to Joshua at Makeda in peace. No one would stand against any of the sons of Israel. And then Joshua said, open the mouth of the cave, bring out those five sovereigns to me from the cave. And they did so and brought those five sovereigns to me from the cave. The sovereign of Jerusalem, the sovereign of Hebron, the sovereign of Yaboth, the sovereign of Yakish, the sovereign of Ekron. And it came to be, when they brought out these sovereigns to Joshua, Joshua called all the men of Israel and said to the chiefs of the men of the battle who went with him, come near, put your feet on the necks of these sovereigns. And they drew near and put their feet on their necks. Then Joshua said to them, do not be afraid, do not discourage, be strong and courageous, for this is what Yahweh is doing to all your enemies whom you are fighting. And afterward Joshua smote them, killed them, and hung them on 5 trees. They were hanging on the trees until evening. And it came to be at the time of the going down of the sun that Joshua commanded, and they took them down from the trees and threw them into the cave where they had been hidden, laid large stones against the cave's mouth to this day. And on that day, Joshua captured Makeda, and they smote it with the edge of the sword, and put its sovereign under the ban, them all and the people who were in it, and he left no survivor. And he did to the sovereign of Makeda as he had gone to the sovereign of Jericho. Then Joshua passed over and all Israel with him from Makeda to Libnah, and they fought against Libnah. And Yahweh also gave it its sovereign into the hand of Israel. And he smote it, and all the people who were with it with the edge of the sword. He left no survivor in it, and he did to its sovereign as he had done to the sovereign of Jericho. Then Joshua passed over, and all Israel with him from Libnah to Lachish, and encouraged against it and fought against it. And Yahweh gave Lachish into the hand of Israel, who captured it on the second day and smote it, and all the people who were with the edge of the sword, according to all that he had done to it. Then all of the sovereign of Israel came up to help Lachish, and Joshua smote him and his people until he left with no survivor. Then Joshua passed over all the Israel with him from Lachish to Hebron, and they encamped against it and fought against it, and captured it on that day and smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the things who were in it he put under the ban that day, according to all that he had done to Lachish. Then Joshua went up and all Israel from Ekron to Hebron, and they fought against it and captured it and smote it with the edge of the sword, and its sovereigns and all the cities and all the people who were with it in it. He left no survivor according to all that he had done to Ekron, but put it and all the people who were in it under the ban. Then Joshua returned and all Israel with him to the bill and fought against it, and captured it and its sovereign and all its cities, and they smote them with the edge of the sword, and put all the people who were in it under the ban, left no survivor. As he had done to Hebron, so he did to the bill and its sovereign. sovereigns, as he ordained also to Libna and its sovereigns. Thus Joshua smote of the land and the mountain country of the Negev, the whole country, and the wilderness troops, and all their sovereigns, left no survivor, but put all the breath under the ban, as Yahweh Elohim of Israel commanded. And Joshua smote them from Kadesh Barnea as far as Azar, all the land of Goshen, even as far as Gibeon. And Joshua captured all these sovereigns and their land. And at one time, because Yahweh Elohim of Israel fought for Israel, Joshua returned and all Israel with him to the camp of Gilgal. Joshua chapter number 11, verse number 1, according to Hallelujah scriptures, as it reads. And it came to be when he had been sovereign of Asa, had he sent to Jobab sovereign of Madon, and to the sovereign of Shimron, and to the sovereigns of Akshab, and to the sovereigns who were from the north in the mountains, and in the desert spring of south, and in the road, and in the low country, and in the heights of all of the west, the Canaanites in the east, and in the west, and the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Jebusite, in the mountains, and the Hivite below Ammon, in the land of Mizpah. And they went out, they all and their enemies with them, as many peoples, as numerous as the sand of the seashore, with very many horses of chariot. And all these sovereigns met together, and they came and come together at the waters of Meron and fight against Israel. And Yahweh said to Yoshua, do not be afraid of the presence, for tomorrow about this time I am giving all of them over to Israel, slaying hamstring their horses and burn their chariots with fire. And Joshua and all the soldiers with him came against them suddenly by the waters of Meron, and they fell on them, and Yahweh gave them into the hands of Israel. They smote them and pursued them Great Sidon, and to his fourth, Nermaim, the valley of Bethel eastward, and they smote them until no survivor was left to them. And Joshua did so to them as Yahweh had said to him. He hamstrung their horses and burned their chariots with fire. And Joshua turned back at that time and captured his sword and smote his sovereign with a sword, and for his sword was Umari, the head of all those reins. And they smote all the people who were in it with the edge of the sword, putting them under the ban. He did not leave anyone breathing. Then he burned her soul with fire. And Joshua captured all the cities of those sovereigns and all their sovereigns, and smote them with the edge of the sword. He put them under the ban, as Moshe the servant of Yahweh commanded. However, Israel did not burn any cities that stood on their mouths, but Joshua burned only Hazor. And all the spoil of the cities and the livestock of the children of Israel took as booty for themselves, but they smote every man with the edge of the sword until they had destroyed them, and they did not leave anyone breathing, as Yahweh commanded Moshe, his servant. So Moshe commanded Joshua, and Joshua did. He did not turn aside a word of all that Yahweh commanded Moshe. That Joshua took all this land, the mountain country, and all the Negev, and all the land of Goshen, and the low country, and the desert plain, and the mountains of Israel, and its lowlands from Mount Harak that goes up to Seir, and as far as Baal Gad, and the valley of Lebanon, below Mount Ammon, and he captured all their sovereigns and smote them and killed them. Joshua fought with all those sovereigns for a long time. There was not a city that made peace with the children of Israel, except the Hivites and the inhabitants of Gibeon, and all others they took in battle. For it was Yahweh to harden their hearts, that they should come against Israel in battle, in order to put them under the ban, so that they might have no favor, but that he might annihilate them, as Yahweh had commanded Moshe. And at that time Joshua came and cut off the Anakim from the mountains, from Hebron, from the Bill and Anab, and from all the mountains of Yehuda, and from all the mountains of Israel. Joshua put them with their cities under the ban. there were none of the Anakim left in the land of his children of Israel, only in Asa and in Gad and in Ashdod some remained there. Thus Joshua took the entire land according to all that Yahweh had said to Moshe. Joshua gave it as an inheritance to Israel according to the divisions by their tribes in the land rested from fighting. Joshua chapter number 12, verse number 1, or Joshua chapter number was Echad. And those are the sovereigns of the land of the children of Israel, whose land they possessed beyond the Jordan, towards the rising of the sun rising from the Wadi Arnon and Ammon and all that the desert eastward. Sihon, sovereign of the Amorites who dwelt in the Heshbon, ruling from Aroer, which is on the bank of the Wadi Arnon, of the middle of that Wadi of the half of Gilead, even as far as the Wadi Yabok, the border of the children of Ammon, at the desert plain of the sea in the northeastward, as far as the sea of the Araba, the Salt Sea, the way of the Beth-Sheshbot, and southward below the slopes of Pisgah. And the border of Oji, the sovereign of Bashan, who was the sovereign of Bashan, who was the remnant of the Raphaites, who dwelt at Astroth and Ray, and ruled Mount Ammon and in Salka, and in all the Bashan as far as the border of the Geshurites and the Macharites, and the half of the Gilead as far as the border of Shimon, sovereign of Heshbon. Moshe, the servant of Yahweh, the Israel had smitten, and Moshe, the servant of Yahweh, had given it as a possession to the Reubenites and the Gadites and to half of the tribe of Manasseh. And these are the sovereigns of the land which Joshua, the children of Israel, smote beyond the Jordan, and the west from Baal-Gad, the valley of Lebanon, as far as Mount Haram. That goes up to Seir, which Joshua gave to the tribes of Israel as a possession according to their divisions in the mountain country, and in the low country, and in the desert plain, and in the slopes, and in the wilderness, and in the Negev, the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, the sovereign of Jericho, one of the sovereign of the which is beside Bethel, one, the sovereign of Jerusalem, one of the sovereign of Jordan, the sovereign of Yamurat, one, and the sovereign of Rakish, one, the sovereign of the sovereign of Gezer, one, the sovereign of Nedir, one, the sovereign of Gedel, one, the sovereign of one, the sovereign of Arad, one, the sovereign of Ribna, one, the sovereign of Batal, one, the sovereign of Makeda, one, the sovereign of Bethel, one, the sovereign of Tapua, one, the sovereign of Yapa, one, the sovereign of Affect, one, the sovereign of Shalom, one, the sovereign of Madon, one, the sovereign of Basol, one, the sovereign of Shalom, one, the sovereign of Saf, one, the sovereign of Tanakh, one, the sovereign of Megiddo, one, the sovereign of Kodesh, one, the sovereign of in Carmel, one, the sovereign of Dor, the heights of Dor, one, the sovereign of the nations of Gilgal, one, the sovereign of Isaac, one, 30, one sovereigns in all.
Joshua chapter number 13, this is number 1. Joshua was old, advanced in years. I said to him, old, advanced in years, still much of the land remains possessed. This is the land that remains, all the district of the Perizzites and all the Gerushites from Sihor, from which is in front of Mitzrayim, up to the border of Ekron, northward, are considered as Canaanites, the first princes of the Perizzites and Azarites, and the Ashdodites, and the Eshkolonites, and Githites, and the Ekronites, and the Awites, the south of the land of the Canaanites, and the Sidonian, and the Aphek, and to the border of the Amorites, the land of the Gebalites, and all Lebanon toward the sunrise, from Baal-Gad below the Mount Hermon, as far as the entrance to Hamath, all the inhabitants of Lebanon, as far as the brothers Meim, and all the Sidonian, I myself drive them out from before the children of Israel, only divide it by lot to Israel as an inheritance, as I have commanded him. Now divide this land as an inheritance to the 9 tribes, and have the tribe of the Manasseh, the other half tribe of the Reubenites and the Gadites received with the inheritance, which Moshe had given them beyond the Jordan eastward, as Moshe the servant of Yahweh given them. And from Aroer, which is on the bank of the Wadi, Anon, and the city that is in the middle of the valley, all the plain of Medeba, as far as Dibon, all the cities of Sihon, sovereign of the Amorites, who reigned in Heshbon, as far as the border of the children of Ammon, Gilead, and the border of Jeshurites, and of the Maccathites, and all of the Mount Hermon, all Bashan, as far as Salcah, and all the reign of Og in Bashan, and who reigned in Ashtaroth and Edrei, who remained of the remnant of the Rephites, for Moshe had smitten, disposed them. However, the children of Israel did not drive them out. The Maccathites saw the Gershonites and the Maccathites dwell in the midst of the Israelites this day. Only to the tribe of Levi give no inheritance. The offering made by fire to Yahweh and the name of Israel, and the inheritance as he said to them. Moshe gave to the tribe of the children of Reuben for their clans, and their border was from Aroer, which is on the bank of the Wadi Anon. The city was in the middle of the Wadi, all the plain by Beer, and Heshbon and all its cities that are plain, on Ramoth Baal, Beth Baal Meon, Yatza, and Kedemoth, Fat, and Kiriathaim, and Sima, Sereth, Sahar, on the mountain of the valley, Peor, and the slopes of Pisgah, Yeshimoth, and all the cities of the tableland, all the reign of Sihon, sovereign of the Amorites, who are reigned in Heshbon, who Moshe, smitten, prince of Gilead, Ewi, and Rekem, and Sur, and Hur, and Reba, prince of Sihon, dwelling in the land. The sons of Israel killed the sword, killed with the sword Balaam, son of Beor, and the Levina among those who were killed by them. And the border of the children of Reuben was the bank of Jordan. This was the inheritance of the children of Reuben from the clans, the cities of the village. Moshe gave to the tribes of Gad, to the children of the Gad from the clans, the border of Yazar, and all the cities of Gilead, and half of the land of the children of Ammon as far as the Arwell, which is before Rabbah, from Heshbon and Ramat, Mitzpeh and Bethimonim, and from Mahanaim, and to the border of Debir, the valley of Beit Haram, and Beit Nimran, and Sukkot, and Saphon, and the rest of the reign of Sihon, sovereigns of Heshbon, at the Jordan being in its border, as far as the edge of the sea of Canaan, beyond the Jordan eastward. This is the inheritance of the children of God, their clans, their cities, and their villages. And Moshe gave to half of the tribe of Manasseh, it was the half the tribe of the children of Manasseh, their clans. The order was from Naim, all Bashan, all the reign of Og, sovereign of Bashan, and all the small town of Yair, which is in Bashan, 60 cities, all the half of Gilead and Ashtaroth, and the three cities of the reign of Og and Bashan, but from the children of Machir, son of Manasseh, who to the half of the children of Machir for their clans. This Moshe gave as an inheritance the desert place of Moab beyond the Jordan, Jericho eastward. To the tribe of Levi, Moshe gave no inheritance. Yahweh Elohim of Israel was their inheritance as he had said to them. Joshua chapter number 14. Now this the children of Israel inherited the land of Canaan, which Eleazar the Kohen and Yoshua son of Nun, and the heads of the father of the tribes of the children of Israel caused them to inherit. Their inheritance was by lot, as Yahweh had commanded by the hand of Moshe, the 9 tribes of and the half tribe. Moshe had given the inheritance of the tribe, the two tribes, and a half beyond the Jordan. But to the Levites he gave no inheritance in the midst. The children of Joseph had become two tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. They gave no part to the Levites the land, except the cities to dwell in, with their open land for their livestock and their possession. Yahweh had commanded Moshe, so the children of Israel they divided the land. The children of Yehudah came to Yoshua and Gilgal, and Caleb son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite said to him, know the word which Yahweh said to Moshe, the man of Elohim, concerning me in that Eshbaneh was 40 years old, and Moshe the servant of Yahweh said, but Eshbaneh spy out the land. I brought back word to him as it was in my heart. Brothers who went up in the made the heart of the people melt. I followed my Yahweh, my Elohim. So Moshe swore on that day, saying, the land which you foot and trodden in your head is your inheritance, the children forever, because you have followed Yahweh, my Elohim. And now see, Yahweh has kept me alive, as he said, these 45 years since Yahweh had spoken his word to Moshe while Israel walked in the wilderness. Now see, I am 85 years old today, yet I am still as strong today as I on that day that Moshe said. As my strength was then, so my strength is now, battle and for going out of coming. Now give me this mountain of which Yahweh spoken that day. You heard in that day how the Anakim were there, that the cities were great and walled. If Yahweh is with me, then I shall dispossess them. Yahweh said, as Yahweh said, Yoshua then baraked him and gave Hebron to Caleb son of Jephunneh as an inheritance. So Hebron became the inheritance of Caleb son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite to this day, because he followed Yahweh Elohim of Israel completely. Now the name of Hebron was completely Kirath Abba, the greatest man among the Anakim, the land that rest from fighting. Joshua chapter number 15. And the lot of the tribe of the children of Yehudah from their clans to the border of Edom, the wilderness of Sin southwards in the extreme south, and the southern border began at the edge of the salt sea from the bay of the faces of southward, and it came out to the southern side of the ascent of Akrabim, passed over to Zin, and went up on the south side of Kadesh Barnea, passed over to Hezron, they went up to Adar and went around to Kadam, passed over to Asmon, and went out to Wadi of Mitzrayim. The border ended at sea. This is your southern border. The east border was the Salt Sea as far as the end of Yarden. The border of the northern quarter began at the sea at the end of Yarden. The border went up at Bethel Hograb and passed over north of the Araba, and the border went up to the stone of Kohan, son of Reuben. The border went up towards the Beer from the valley of Akor. It turned northward toward Gilgal, which is before the ascent of Admin, and in the which is the south of the Wadi. The border passed over to the water of Elim Shaman and ended to En Rogel. The border went up to the valley of Ben, known to the southern slope of the Jebusite city that is in Yerushalayim. Border went up to the top of the mountain that lies before the valley of Hinnom westward, which is at the end of the valley of Rephaim northward. The border went around from the top of the hill, the fountain of the water tower, and went up to the cities of Ephron, and the border went around Baha, that is Kiriath Jearim, as the Jebusites, and as for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Yehudah, they were unable to drive them out. So the Jebusites had dwelt with the children Yehuda, Jerusalem to this day.
Joshua chapter number 16, verse number 1. And the Lord for the children of Joseph went out from their land, the waters of Jericho, on the east of the wilderness, going up from Jericho through the mountains to Bethel, and went out from Bethel to Luz, to pass over to the border of Arkites at Atroth, went down westward to the boundary of the Amorites, as far as the boundary of Lower Beth to Gaza, and it ended at the sea. That's the children of Joseph and Manasseh, and the border. In the border of the children of Israel, according to their clans, was the border of the inheritance on the east side of Ashtaroth, as far as up the Aaron, and the border went out toward the sea of Method. On the north, the border went around eastward Tanat, Silo, and passed over it to the east of Yanoth, and went down from Yanoah, and Asdora, and now reached to Jericho, and it came out to Yalden. From Tapua, the border went eastward to the Wadi Kana, and it ended at the sea. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Ephraim for the Yakrans. And they separate the cities of the children of Ephraim were in the midst of the inheritance of the children of Manasseh, all the cities in their villages, and they did not drive out the Canaanites who dwelt in Gezer. So the Canaanites dwelt among the Ephraimites this day and have become compulsory river. Yoshua chapter number 17, verse number 1. And for the rest, in the lot of the tribe of Manasseh, for he was the firstborn of Joseph, was for Machir, the firstborn of Manasseh, father Gilead, because he was a man of battle. Therefore he had Gilgal, Gilead, and Bashan. The rest of the children of Manasseh, for the clans, there was the children of Abiezer, for the children of Pelech, for the children of Asiel, for the children of Shechem, for the children of Esther, for the children of Shemida. These are the children of the Manasseh, sons of Joseph, according to their clans. But Seraphehan, son of Pepha, son of Gilead, son of Machir, son of Manasseh, those sons had only the daughters, and these were the names of his daughters, Makla and Noah, Hogla and Milcah himself. And they came near before Eleazar the Kohen, before Yoshua the son of Nun, and before the rulers, saying, Yahweh commanded Moshe to give us an inheritance among our brothers. So he gave them an inheritance among their father's brothers according to the command of Yahweh. And 10 portions fell to Manasseh beside the land of Gilead and Bashan, which were beyond the Jordan, because the daughters of Manasseh received an inheritance among his sons, and the rest of Manasseh's sons had the land of Gilead. And the border of Manasseh was from Asher to the which faces Shechem, and the border went up to the light to the inhabitants of the Tapua. And the land of Tapua belonged to Manasseh, but Tapua from the border of Manasseh belonged to the children of Ephraim. And the border went down to Wadi Canaan, southward of the Wadi. These cities of the Ephraim were in the midst of the cities of Manasseh, but the border of Manasseh was north of the Wadi, and it ended at the sea. Southward it was Ephraim's, and northward it was Manasseh's. And the sea was its border, and they reached to Asher, the northern, to Issachar on the east. And in Issachar and Asher and Manasseh had Beit Sheans and its towns, and Yebel and its towns, and the inhabitants of Dor and its towns, and the inhabitants of Dor and its towns, and the inhabitants of Tanak and its towns, and the inhabitants of Megiddo and its towns, 3 of the heights. But the children of Manasseh were unable to drive out the inhabitants of those cities of the Canaanites desired to dwell in that land. It came to be when the children of Israel were strong, and they put the Canaanites compulsory labor, but did not utterly drive them out. And the children of Joseph spoke to Joshua, saying, Why have you given us but one lot and one portion to inherit, saying, We are a great people whom Yahweh has barak until now? And Joshua said to them, If you are a great people, go up to the forest and clear a place for yourself there in the land, the Perizzites, the Rabbis, since the hill country of the Ephraim is too narrow for you, then the children of Joseph said, the hill country is not enough for us, and all the Canaanites who dwell in the land of the valley have chariots of iron and wood. Those who are Beth-Shean towns and those who are of the valley of Israel. Yoshua spoke to the house of Joseph and to Ephraim and Manasseh, saying, you are a great people and have great power. You are not have one Lord. For the hill country shall be yours, for though it is a forest, you shall cut it down. Its farthest limit shall be yours, and you are to drive out the Canaanites through though they have iron chariots and are strong. Yoshua chapter number 18, verse number 1, and it says, and all the congregation of the children of Israel assembled at Shiloh. They read the tent of the appointment were there. The land was subdued before them, and 7 tribes were left among the children of Israel who had not yet shared the inheritance. So Joshua said to the children of Israel, till when are you going to fail to go in and possess the land which Yahweh Elohim of your fathers has given you? Appoint 3 men from each tribe, and let me send them out to go through the land, describe it according to the inheritance, and come back to me. And they shall divide it into 7 portions. Yehuda stays within the border of the south, and the house of Joseph stays within the border of the north. And they shall describe the land in 7 portions and shall bring it to me. Then I shall cast lots for you here before Yahweh, our Elohim. But the Levites have no portion among you, for the Keuna of Yahweh is the inheritance, and Gad and Reuben and half of the tribe of Manasseh, this is the inheritance beyond the Alden of the king, which Moshe the servant of Yahweh gave them. So the men rose up and went, and Joshua commanded those who went to describe the land, saying, go walk through the land and describe it, and come back to me, and let me cast lots for you here before Yahweh in Shiloh. So the men went and passed through the land and described it in a book in 7 portions by cities, and they came to Joshua and they camped on Shiloh. Joshua cast lots for them in Shiloh before Yahweh, and there Joshua divided the land to the children of Israel according to their portions, and the lot of the tribe of the children of Benjamin came up for the clans, for their clans, and the border of their lot came up between the children of Yehuda and the children of Joseph. Their border was on the north side from Yarden, and the border went up the side of Jericho on the north. They went through the mountains westward and ended at the wilderness of the Awen. The border went over from there toward Ruth of the side of Ruth, and that is the Bethel southward, and the border went down Ataroth Adar by the hill that lies on the south side of the lower Beth Anon. And the border was drawn and went around at the west side to the south, from the hill that faces Beth Horon southward, and it ended at Kiryat Baal, that is Kiryat Yearim, a city of the children of Yehuda. This was the west side, and the south side was from the end of Kiryat Yearim. And the border went westward and went to the mountain on the waters of Toa, and the border came down to the end of the mountain that faces the valley of Menon, which is the valley of the Rephaim on the north, and went down to the valley of Menon at the side of Yebushai city on the south, and went down to El Rogel, and it was drawn from the north, went to the Ein Shemet, and went out toward Geliot, which is opposite the ascent of the Adumim, and went down to the stone of Bohan, a son of Reuben, passed over the side of opposite Araba, and went down to Araba, and the border passed over to the side of the Abed Hogra, and northward, and the border ended at the north bay of the Salt Sea, at the south end of the Yarden. This was the southern boundary, and the Yarden border sit on the east side. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, according to its boundaries all around their clans. And the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, their clans, were Jericho and Beth Okra and Emek and Ketzib and Beth Araba and Zemaraim, Bethel and Awim and Parah and Opra Ophrah, and Kephar, and Ophi, and Geba, and 12 cities with their villages, Gibbon and Ramah, and Beeroth, and Mitzvah, and Bethel, and Motha, and Rekem, and Euphrates, and Sheraram, and Zerah, Ereb, and the Jebusite that is Yerushalayim, Gebal, and Kirial, 14 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the children of Yabil, or their clans.
Joshua chapter number 19. And the second lot came out for the Shimon, the tribe of the children of Shimon, their clans, and the inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Yehudah. He had in their inheritance Beersheba, Sheba, and Morada, and Hazor, Shual, and Barak, and Etsem, and Eltodara, and Bezul, and Oma, Silag, and Makaboth, and Hatzra, Susa, and Beth Reboat, and Sharuhen, 13 cities, and the cities and their villages, Ain, Remon, Esther, and Ashan, 4 cities and their villages. All the villages that were all around the cities for as far as Bia, Ramat, Negev. This was the inheritance of the tribe of children of Shimon, their clans. The inheritance of the children of Shimon was out of the portion, the children of Yehudah. The portion of the children of Yehudah was too much for them. So the children of Shimon had their inheritance within their inheritance. And the third lot came for the children of the clan, and for their clans. The border of their inheritance was as far as Sarid. The border went towards the sea, and Makran, and reached to Abashel, reached to Wadi that faced Yakoneim, turned back from the Sarid eastward towards the sunrise to the border of Kisloth, the border, and went out towards the path, and went up and from there passed over eastward, the east of Gad, Hefer, toward Ethasim, went out to Rimmon with the border which borders near, and the border went around it on the north side of Hanathon. It ended in the village of Yevdan and Katar, and Nahalan, Shimron, Yelada, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the children of the Lord for their clans, the cities of their villages. For the Lord came to Issachar, the children of Issachar for their clans, the border of the Tudan Yezer, and Kesulot, Shunem, Ephraim, Shion, and Anaharat, and Raphim, and Kishon, Beth, and Remel, and Ganim, Hadar, with Set, and the border reached to Tabor, and Shahan, Sima, Beth Shehem. Their border ended at Adem, 16 cities, their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar, their clan, the cities of their villages. The fifth lot came to the tribe of the children of Asher, their clans, their borders of Ether and Hali and Eten and Skar, Ramat and Amad and Ishan, and reached to the mountain of Carmel westward, and the rock of Sheol in turned toward the sunrise, bathed Dagon, and reached to the ground, and to the end of the valley of Yifta, then the northward beyond Beth Haemek, and Niel, and went out to the Tebuk, which was on the left, and Hebron, and Rehob, and Hammon, and Canaan, as far as Great Sidon. The border turned to Ramah, and to the strong city So, and the border turned to Hotha, and ended at the sea from the coast to Akzib, and Omar, and Alek, and Hob were included 24 cities, which their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of children of Asher, their clans, these cities with their villages. The sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali. For the children of Naphtali, for their clans, the border was from Hedek, and from the terebinth tree, the Sananim, and Admi, the Cape, and the Dale, as far as Nahum, and it ended at the Adem. The border turned westward of north from there, word of hope reached to the dawn on the south side in Asher, the west side, and Yehuda, we added toward the south. Cities of defense were with Sedim, Mosul, Hamad, Gad, Genero, and Adama, and Rama, and Hatzor, and Kadesh, and Edrei, and Hatzor, and Iron, and and Horeb, and Bir Anad, and Beth Shechem, and 19 cities, villages. So the tribe of plans, their cities, their villages. 17 Lord out. The seventh Lord came out to the tribe of the children of Dan, their clans, and the God of their inheritance, Power, and Saul, and Shemer, and Shahabin, and Ayalon, and Ibla, and Eteke, and Gibbethon, and Barak, and Yahud, and Barak, and Rimon, and Yadon, and Rekon, and Rakon, and with their borders for Yaakov. And the border of the children of Dan went out for them. And the children of Dan went up to fight against the Shem, captured it. And they smote it with the edge of the sword and possessed it, dwelt in it, and called the Shem Dan after the name of the Dan with their father. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan for their clans, these cities with their villages. And when they had entered, dividing the land as an inheritance according to their order, the children of Israel gave Yoshua son of Nun in the midst, according to the word of Yahweh. They gave him the city asked for Timnath, Sarah in the mountain of Ephraim, and he built the city and dwelt in it. This was the inheritance of which Eleazar the Kohen, Yoshua son of Nun, head of the father of the tribes of the children of Israel, divided as inheritance by lot Shiloh for Yahweh, of the tent of appointment, they ended dividing the country. Joshua chapter number 20. Yahweh spoke to Joshua, saying, with the children of Israel, saying, point for yourselves cities of refuge, of which I spoke to you through Moshe, the slayer who kills at any being accidentally and intentionally, flee there. They shall refuge from the avenger of blood. He shall flee to one of those cities, stand at the entrance of the gate of the city, declare his case in the hearing of the elders of the city. They shall take him to the city as one of them, give him a place, and shall dwell among them. When the revenge of the blood pursues him, they do not give the slayer into his hand, because he smote his neighbor unintentionally, did not hate him beforehand, and he shall dwell in that city till the stands before the congregation for the right ruling till the death of the one who is Kohen Hagadol in those days. Then let the slayer return and come to his own city, his own house, the city for which he had fled. So the Kadosh in Galil, in the mountain of Naphtali, Shechem and the mountain of Ephraim, Kiriath Arba, Hebron, that is Hebron, in the mountain of Yehuda, beyond the Jordan, Jericho eastward, they appointed Bethel in the wilderness plain from the tribe of Reuben, Ramoth in the Gilead, the tribe of Gad, Golan in the Bashan, the tribe of Manasseh. These were the cities appointed for all the children of Israel, and for the strangers who advanced in the midst, for anyone accidentally flee there, not die by the hand of the stranger of blood, until he stood before the congregation. Joshua chapter number 21. The heads of the father of the Levites came near to Eleazar, when Yoshua son of Nun, the heads of the fathers of the tribe of the children of Israel. He spoke to them at Shiloh in the land of the Canaan, saying, Yahweh commanded through the Moshe to give us cities to dwell in, with their open land for our livestock. So then the children of Israel gave to the Levites from their inheritance at the command of Yahweh these cities and their open land. A lot came out for the clans and the Kehathites, and the children of Aaron and the Kohen, who were of the Levites, 13 cities by lot from their tribes of Judah, the tribe of Shimon, from the tribe of Benjamin. The rest of the children of Gad had 10 cities by lot from the clans. The tribe of Ephraim, the tribe of Dan, and from the half tribe of Manasseh. The children of Gershon and 13 cities by lot from the clan and the tribes of Issachar, not the tribe of Asher, from the tribe of Naphtali, the half tribe of Manasseh in Bashan. The children of Merari from their clans, 12 cities, from the tribe of Reuben and from the tribe of Gad, the tribe of Zebulun. As the children of Israel gave these cities with their open land by lot to the Levites, as Yahweh had commanded in the hand of Moshe. So from the tribe of the children of Yehudah, the tribe of the children of Shimon, they gave their cities which are mentioned name by name, and they were the children of Aaron and the clans of Kehathites, and who were the children of Levi. The lots were their first, and they gave the Kiriath Abba and the father of Anak, that is Hebron, the mount of Yehudah, and the open land surrounding it, and the field of the city, villages he gave to Caleb, son of Jephunneh, as a possession. But to the children of Aaron and the Kohen, he gave Hebron and with its open land, the city of refuge, the slayer, and Libnah with its open land, and Yatir with its open land, and Eshtamoa with its open land, Holon with its open land, and Debir with its open land, and Ain with its open land, and Utah with its open land, and Beth Shemesh with its open land, 9 cities for the 2 tribes. For, and for the tribe of Benjamin, On with its open land, Geba with its open land, Anod with its open land, and Ammon with its open land, 4 cities, all cities to the children of Aaron, and the Kohanim were 13 cities with the open land. None of the children of Kehath, the Levites or the rest of the children of Kehath, even they had the cities of their lords from the tribe of Ephraim. They gave them Shechem with its open land, and in the mountain of Ephraim, and the city of refuge for the slayer, together with the open of the land, Gitzayim with its open land, and Beth Haron with its open land, 4 cities, and for the tribe of Dan, El Tek with its open land, Gibehon with its open land, Alon with its open land, Gath Rimon with its open land, 4 cities, and for the tribe of the half tribe of Manasseh, Tanakh with its open land, and Gamoth Rimon with its open land, 2 cities. All the 10 cities with their open land were the rest of the clans of the children of Kehath, and to the children of Gershon, the clan of Levites, their other half tribe, Manasseh, they gave Golan in Bashan with its open land, their cities of refuge for the slayer, their terror with its open land, 2 cities. From the tribe of Issachar, Kishon with its open land, Rath with its open land, Yamud with its open land, Ganim with its open land, 4 cities. For the tribe of Asher, Asher with its open land, Don with its open land, Arcad with its open land, Hob with its open land, 4 cities. For the tribe of Naphtali, Esh with its Kedesh in Galilee, its open land as a city of refuge, the slayer, Hamod, Dor, its open land, and Khan with its open land, 3 cities, all the cities of Gershonite, for their clans were 13 cities with their open land. And the clans of the children of Merari, the rest of the Levites from the tribe of Zebulun, Euphemir, Yokneam with its open land, Katha with its open land, Dimna with its open land, Nahal with the open land, 4 cities. Tribe of Reuben, Bethel with its open land, Yatzah with its open land, Kedemoth with its open land, Phatham with its open land, 4 cities. The tribe of Gad, Moth with Gilead with its open land, a city of refuge for Freya, and Mahanaim with its open land, Heshbon with its open land, Ezer with its open land, 4 cities in all. So the cities for the children of Merari for their clans, the rest of the clans of the Levites, and the lords, 12 cities. And all the cities of the Levites within the possession of the children of Israel are 48 cities with their open lands. Each of these cities had its open land surrounding it, so it was with all these cities. As Yahweh gave the Israelites all the land of the which he had sworn to give to their fathers. They took the possession of it and dwelt in it. Yahweh gave them the rest of the rest all around, according to all that he had sworn to their fathers. Not a man of all the enemies stood against them. Yahweh gave all their enemies into their hand. Not a word failed of any good word which Yahweh had spoken to the house of Israel. All came in.
Yoshua streamed the Saim, verse 1. Then Yoshua called for the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the Gadites, and the half of the tribe of Manasseh, and said to them, You have guarded all that Moshe, the servant of Yahweh, commanded you, and have obeyed my voice in all that I commanded you. You have not left your brothers this many days up to this day, but have guarded the church that the command of Yahweh your and now Yahweh your Elohim has given rest to your brothers, and he promised them. So now return and go to your tents and to the land of your possession, which Moshe the servant of Yahweh gave you beyond the Jordan. And only be diligent and guard to the command and the Torah which Moshe the servant of Yahweh commanded you, and to love Yahweh your Elohim, and to walk in all his ways, and to guard his command, and to bring to him, and to serve him with all your heart, with all your will. And Yoshua barak them, so they sent them away, and they went to their tents. And to the half of the tribe of Manasseh, Moshe gave them possession in Bashan, but to the half of it, Yoshua gave among their brothers beyond the Jordan westward. So when Yoshua sent them away to their tents, he also baraked them and spoke to them, saying, Return to your tents with the great riches and with the very much livestock, with the silver and with gold and with gorgeous garments, divide the spoil of your enemies with your brothers. And the children of Reuben, the children of Gad, and half of the tribe of Manasseh, returned and left the children of Israel at Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan, and to go to the land of Gilead, the land of their possession, which they possessed according to the command of Yahweh by the hand of Moshe. And they came to the district of Jordan, which is in the land of Canaan. And the children of Reuben, and the children of Gad, and the half tribe of Manasseh built an altar there by the Jordan, and great conspicuous at altar. The children of Israel had a say. Now, see the children of Reuben and the children of Gad and the half of tribe of Manasseh built an altar opposite the land of Canaan in its district of the Jordan, at the border of the children of Israel. And when the children of Israel had all the congregation of the children of Israel assembled at Shiloh to go and fight against them. So the children of Israel sent Phinehas, son of Eleazar, the Kohen, to the children of Gad and to half tribe of the Manasseh, and into the land of Gilead, and 10 rulers with him, one ruler each, or one from the chief house of every tribe of Israel, and each one was the head of the house of his father among the divisions of Israel. When they came to the children of Reuben, the children of Gad, and to the half tribe of Manasseh, and to the land of Gilead, and spoke with them, saying, Thus says all the congregation of Yahweh, what is this trespass you have committed against the Elohim of Israel? Turn away this day from following Yahweh. Is that you have built for yourselves an altar to rebel against Yahweh this day? Is the wickedness of the all not enough for us, from which we have not been praised till this day, although there was a break in the congregation of Yahweh, that you turn away today from following following Yahweh, and it shall be, if you rebel today against Yahweh, that tomorrow he is wroth with all the congregation of Israel. And indeed, if the land of your possession is unclean, then pass over to the land of the possession of Yahweh, where the Mishkan of Yahweh dwells, and take possession among us, but do not rebel against Yahweh, not rebel against us, by building yourself an altar besides the altar of Yahweh, our Elohim. Did not Achan, the son of Zerah, commit a trespass in that which is under the ban, and the wrath fell on all the congregation of Israel? Then he was not the only one to die in his wickedness. The children of Reuben and the children of Gad and the half tribe of Manasseh answered and said to the heads of the nations of Israel, El Elohim, Yahweh El, Yahweh, he knows, and let Israel himself know if this has been a rebellion, or if it trespass against Yahweh. Do not save us this day. If we have built ourselves an altar to plant Yahweh, or if to offer burnt offerings or grain offerings on meat, or if to make these offerings on meat, let Yahweh himself require it, but truly from the reverence. For a reason we did this, saying, in time to come, your sons might speak to our sons, saying, what have you to do with Yahweh, Elohim of Israel? For Yahweh has made the Yarden the border between you and us, your children, and your Reuben, the children of God. You have no portion with Yahweh, so your sons will make our sons so rebelling Yahweh. So we say, let us now prepare to build ourselves an altar, not for burnt offering, not for slaughtering, but to be a witness between you and us, and our generation after us, and with the service of Yahweh before him with our burnt offering, with our slaughterings, and with our peace offerings, that your sons should not say to our sons in time to come, you have no portion with Yahweh. So we say that it shall be when they say, this is to us or our generation in time to come, that we shall say, see the pattern of the altar of Yahweh, which our fathers made, do not for burnt offering, not for slaughterings, but it is a witness between you and us. We are far be it from us to rebel against Yahweh, and to turn from following Yahweh this day, to build an altar for burnt offerings and for grain offerings or for slaughtering, beside the altar of Yahweh, which is before the Mishkan. And Phinehas the Kohen and the rulers of the congregation and the heads of the thousands of Israel who were with him heard the word that the children of Reuben, the children of Gad, and the children of Manasseh spoke, and it was good in their eyes. And Phinehas, son of Eleazar the Kohen, said to the children of Reuben, the children of Gad, and the children of Manasseh, today we know that Yahweh is in our midst, because you have not committed against Yahweh this trespass. Now you have delivered the children of Israel out of the hand of Yahweh. And Phinehas, son of Eleazar the Kohen, and the rulers returned from the children of Reuben, from the children of Gad, the children the land of Gilead, in the land of Canaan, the children of Israel, and brought back word to them. So the matter was good in the eyes of the children of Israel, and the children of Israel barak Elohim, and they spoke no more on going against to fight. Destroy the land where the children of Reuben and the Gad dwelt, and the children of Reuben and the children of Gad who are called the altar, a witness between that Yahweh is Elohim. Yoshua chapter number is Shalosh Vashtekal. And it came to be a long time after Yahweh had given rest to Israel from all their enemies round about, that Joshua was called and advanced in years, and Joshua called all Israel, and for their elders, and for the heads, and for their judges, and for their officers, and said to them, I am old and advanced in years, and you have seen that all that Yahweh your Elohim has done to all these nations because of you. For Yahweh your Elohim is he who was fighting for you. See, I have divided you by lots these nations that remain, be an inheritance for your tribes from the Yarden, with all the nations that I have cut off as far as the great sea westward. And Yahweh your Elohim thrust them out from before you, and shall drive them out of before you, and you shall possess the land as Yahweh your Elohim has promised you, and you shall be very strong and to do all that is written in the book of Torah of Moshe, so as not to turn aside from right or left, or as so as not to go in remain among this nation, who remain among you, and to make mention of the names of the mighty ones, not swear by or not serve them, not bow down to them, but cling to Yahweh, your Elohim, as you have done to this day. For Yahweh has driven out from you, you great and strong nations as for you. No one has stood against you to this day. One man of you put 1,000 right? For Yahweh your Elohim is who is fighting for you, and as he has promised you, and you shall diligently guide yourself from Yahweh your Elohim. But if you don't turn back at all and bring to the remnant of this nation, this remain among you, and intermarry with them, and go into them, and they to you, know certainly that Yahweh your Elohim shall no longer drive these nations out before you, and they shall be snares and traps to you, and a whip on your sides and thorns in your side, until you perish from this good land which Yahweh your Elohim has given you. And see, this day I am going the way of all the earth, and you know all your hearts, and in all your beings, that not one word has failed of all that are the good words which Yahweh your Elohim concerning you, and of it has come to you, and not one word of them has failed. And it shall be that as every good word has come upon you, which Yahweh your Elohim promised you, so Yahweh brings upon you every evil one, until he has destroyed you from this good land which Yahweh your Elohim has given to you, when you transgress the covenant of Yahweh your Elohim which has commanded you, and shall go and serve other mighty ones and bow down to them, and this displeasure of Yahweh shall burn against you, and you shall perish quickly from the good land which he has given to you. Yoshua chapter 20 verse 1. And Yoshua gathered all the tribes of Israel to Shechem, and called the elders of Israel, and their heads, and the judges, and for the officers, and they presented themselves before Elohim. And Yoshua said to all the people that said, Elohim, that says Yahweh, Elohim of Israel, long ago your fathers dwelt beyond the river Terah, the father of Abraham, and the father of Nahor, they served other mighty ones. So I took your father Abraham from beyond the river, and caused him to go through all the land of Canaan, and multiply his offering, and gave him Isaac. And to Isaac I gave Jacob and Esau, and Isaac I gave the mountains of Seir, and to possess. But Jacob and his children went down to Israel. Then I said to Moshe and Aaron, and bring to Israel, and as I did to the in their midst, and I afterward I brought you out, and I brought your fathers out of Israel, and you came to the sea, and the misery pursued your fathers, and chariots and horsemen to the sea of Reed, and they cried out to Yahweh, and he put thick darkness between you and the Israelites, and brought the sea upon them, and covered them. And your eyes saw what I did in Israel, and you dwelt in the wilderness long time, and I brought you into the land of the Amorites, who dwelt beyond the Jordan, and they fought with you, but I gave them into your hand, and you possessed their land, and I destroyed them before you. And Barak, son of Zippor, sovereign of God, rose up and fought against Israel, and sent and called for Balaam, son of Beor, to curse you. But I refused to listen to Balaam. So he continued to Barak you, and delivered you out of his hand, and you passed over the Jordan and came to Jericho, and the masters of Jericho, the Amorites, the Perizzites, and the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Cushites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites fought against you, and I gave them into your hand. I sent the hornet before you, which drove them out from before you, also the two sovereigns of Amorites, but not with your sword or with your bow. I gave you a land which you did not labor, and cities which you did not build, and you dwelt in them, and you eat of the vineyards of the olive trees which you did not plant. And now, revere Yahweh, see him in perfection and in truth, and put away the mighty ones which your fathers served beyond the river, and in Israel, and serve Yahweh. And if it seems evil in your eyes to serve Yahweh, choose yourselves this day whom you are going to serve, whether the mighty ones of which your fathers served that were beyond the river, or the mighty ones of the Amorites, in whose land you dwell. But I and my house, we serve Yahweh. And the people answered and said, "Oh, be it far from us, and to forsake Yahweh to serve other mighty ones. For Yahweh our Elohim is he who has brought us out and our fathers up out of the land of Israel, from the house of bondage, who did those great signs before our eyes. And he has guided us in all the way that we went up among all the people through whom we passed. And Yahweh drove out from before us all the people, even the upright who dwelt in the land, we to serve Yahweh, for he is our Elohim. Then Yoshua said to the people, you are not able to serve Yahweh, for he is a Kodesh Elohim, as a jealous El is he. He does not bear with you with your transgression and with your sins. If you forsake Yahweh and shall serve other mighty ones of a stranger, then he shall turn back and do you evil and consume you after he has been put to you. And the people said to Yoshua, no, but we serve Yahweh. Then Yoshua said to the people, you are witnesses against yourself that you have chosen Yahweh for yourself to serve him. And they said, witnesses. For now, put away the mighty ones of the stranger, which are in your midst, and incline your heart to Yahweh, Elohim of Israel. The people said to Yoshua, Yahweh, our Elohim, we serve, and his voice we obey. And Joshua made a covenant with the people that they raised from them a row and a right roaring in Shechem. Then Joshua wrote these words in the book of the Torah of Elohim, and he took a large stone and put it there under the oak that was in by the Mikdash of Yahweh. And Joshua said to all the people, see, this stone is a witness to us, for it has heard all the words of Yahweh which he spoke to us, and it shall be a witness against you, lest you lie against your Elohim. Then Joshua said, the people are away, each to his own inheritance, and after these events it came to be that Joshua, son of Nun, the servant of Yahweh, died 110 years old, and they buried him within the border of his inheritance at Timnath Serah, which is in the mountains of Ephraim on the north side of the Mount of Goshen. And Israel served Yahweh all the days of Joshua, and all the days of the elders who all lived. Joshua, who had all the works of Yahweh, which he had done for Israel. And the bones of Joseph, the children of Israel, brought up of the land of Israel, they buried at Shechem, in the plot of ground which Jacob had brought from the sons of the Hamor, the father of Shechem, for 100 Kesita, and which had become an inheritance of the children of Joseph. And Eliezer, son of Aaron, died, and they buried him in a hill that belonged to Phinehas, his son, which was given to him in the hill country of Ephraim. Now we have come to the end of the book of Joshua, the sixth book from Genesis to Joshua. It's the sixth book. Now we are remaining with the 16 books remaining, and we thank Yahweh to where we are. It is not our hand but the hand of Yahweh. It is not our doing but the doing of Yahweh. It is not our effort but the effort of Yahweh. For the esteem back goes back to Yahweh. And so indeed to all the days of our life, esteem Yahweh, even the Torah of Yahweh to remain in our hearts, and also the book and also the writings of the words of the book of Yahweh to be written, and to know Yahweh and to love Yahweh, and not to follow other mighty ones or strange mighty ones, or neither their names to be heard in our mouth. So to where we are now, we say thank you to our viewers, right-sided listeners, and to those who always comment in Mama Mwangi, the Yahweh good. Also to those our right-sided viewers who always follow our pages and our channels, YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to Injili ya Milele ya Messiah, and also at Messianic Davar. When you go to YouTube, write Messianic Davar Show, subscribe. Also Injili ya Milele ya Messiah, and also subscribe at Yahweh Sunday Assembly, and also follow at Hero, and also at Messianic Davar Show Facebook page. And also may Yahweh do you good and bless you as we go to the book of Shoftim or the book of Judges. Next episode. So I'd like to invite my brother Zachariah to say his conclusion, his remarks, also to end the video, and the other. Thank you very much. And Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, my brother. We are much humbled, giving thanks to Yahweh for this far. It's not by the way we know how to to read on the way we have that strength. And we also give thanks to our Yahweh for helping to come this far. We have already done it with the first 6 books in the book of Bereshit, book of Shemot, Waikra, the book of Medidma, book of Devarim, now the book of Yoshua. Now we are going to the book of Shephatim or the book of Judges. Now to the end, give thanks to this far. We give thanks for Yahweh. Thank you for our viewers who go hand in hand with us, those who comment, who like, who subscribe to our page at Messianic Commercial at Yoshua, and also follow on Facebook at Yahweh Sacred Assembly. Give thanks to you all. Yahweh richly bless you. At this end, give thanks to you. May Yahweh bless you as we end this session. Thank you very much.